Ladies and gentlemen, it's nice having you on this show today. And as you all know, it's a very special day for me because today is my birthday, and I decided to come on with something special and somebody special to come and speak on a very critical
Wow,
topic that
special.
on a very critical topic that has been disturbing a lot of youth, most especially in this dispensation now. So, today we are going to be talking about a very good topic of which I wouldn't want to introduce it now. That will be later, but I really hope you find it interesting and you please be patient enough to watch this video up until the very end of it. So, this is my YouTube channel, and my name is Daniel Elisha Avakav. And if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please kindly click on the subscription button below because trust me, on this channel, you are going to be getting a lot of inspired things that will transform and change your life if you would hack into them. So, without wasting time, let me give room for my special guest today to introduce herself.
Okay, my name is Adejimo Titilade Florence,
Okay.
and I am a student of a university.
A university you wouldn't want to mention the name.
Okay. Because I'm proud of my school, so I will
Oh,
say it.
all right.
A student of University of Ilorin,
Wow. The,
better
the
by
Better
far.
by Far University.
Yeah. So
And
studying food science.
wow, that's nice. Food science.
I'm also a fashion designer. I'm into fashion, so
Wow. So, what type of fashion is it? Unisex?
not now for unisex, no, just
Okay, just for
for
female.
female
Wow,
for
that's
now.
nice. All right. So, is there any other thing you want us to know about yourself? Probably what you like doing.
Actually, I love to sleep. I'm not
As
proud of it, but
as
it's
a,
what I
as a student, you love to sleep.
no. Once we resume like this,
Okay, it's because of
no sleeping
the strike
again.
now that well,
You know,
that's
when
actually
duty
good.
calls, you have no choice than to be awake.
Yeah, exactly.
So when you have time to rest, I always see the opportunity. But when I'm working, even
Hmm.
at work, because currently I work with Food Pro Limited. That's where I
Okay.
did my IT. So I continued even after my height. I continued working there. So I continue working there. So I'm still working. So when I'm working, I'm working. But when
Hmm.
I'm resting, I'm resting.
Hmm.
And 30 minutes sleep is not for me. 1 hour, okay, maybe I can manage 1 hour.
Hmm.
So that's me.
Unlike some
And
of us that sometimes we sleep by 12 a.m., 1 a.m., and by probably 5:36 we're already up. And throughout the day, we might not have the time to have a siesta, and that is how we keep running. Before you discover a week is gone, a month, and
mm,
wow,
that's it. But when you have the chance to rest, you do because it's very, very important.
yeah,
You know,
exactly.
when you stress yourself out too much, you give room to issues, health issues.
Hmm.
Like, this let us go into that, please.
All right. So, without diverting, thank you so much, Miss Florence Adejumo, for having you today on this platform. It's an honor for me as a person to invite you here, and you honoring my invitation is so nice of you, and I must appreciate that fact. So, today, without wasting our time, over to you, the audience, we're going to be talking about a very sensitive and critical topic, which is handling sexual related issues as singles in our relationships, at homes, in our schools, place of work, and everywhere you find yourself as a student or as private individuals, but before you get married as singles now. So, this topic is a very diverse topic. Let me put it that way. It's wide. So, but I would like us to be specific and to be selective in some areas. I would like us to talk on mainly three areas: at homes, in relationships, and in school. So I would like us to first start by talking about these sexual related issues in schools. In the sense that if you should look at the way our institutions are now, we are both in high institutions. In our universities, it might not be common here in our University of Ilorin, but trust me, there's no institution that cases like this do not exist. So I don't know, as a student, female student to be precise, have you ever come across any situation or environment whereby you're being harassed either by a student or by a lecturer sexually? Or maybe probably not you, but somebody who is close to you or anybody.
In school, no. Even no, I've never been in that corner. I've never been in that situation
Hmm.
because I everything is through the grace and mercy of God.
Hmm.
But sometimes you have to, to be conscious of your environment. In school, when I do night classes a lot. So when I go for night class, I will leave as early as possible. And even
Hmm.
if I'm going in the night, I always go in group.
That's
Go with
wise.
Yes,
Yeah.
I go with people, with my roommates, and I'll make sure that they are from my uh, room, so that we enter the room together. It's not
Together.
as if that I stay in Lagos hostel
Yeah.
through my 200, 300, and 400. I stay in Lagos hostel, and we have different blocks. So I'll make sure that it's either they are from my room or we are from the same block,
Hmm.
so that we make sure that we enter together.
In
And
the same block or in the same
yes,
room.
so, and if I'm coming back in the morning, I always come back in the morning. But if I'm coming in the night, I make sure that I'm coming with someone, so I don't walk alone
Hmm.
in school.
So, can I ask you this question? You might have been experienced probably by a story or something. So, for such students that have been in or are in such cases now, because there is this very good friend of mine that in one of the universities that I wouldn't want to mention the name now, that she was like, it happened in the past that when she was in her 200 level, that there's this lecturer that keep asking obsessed from her, and she she didn't give up. She was always rejecting and denouncing, and to some extent that, and it was so unfortunate for her that this is the man that was in charge of almost half of her courses,
Mm.
the result, and she had to carry over almost everything to the next year. So when she was in her 300 level, she was doing her 200 level and 300 level courses together. This is a very chubby girl, good looking, and she was very thin, and I was like, what's up with you? And she now narrated this story to me. So for such people, how do you want, or will you advise them to be, it's like to carry such cases? Should they report? And because some of them are afraid, so how do you want them to, or well, advise them to carry out these cases?
I will talk as a student.
Mm-hmm.
I will not talk as, if I should say the person should go and report. That means I'm talking as a lecturer or somebody who is more experienced.
Hmm.
But as a student, you know that, especially when you are in public university, when you go to report, hmm,
Yeah.
you might open yourself to another trouble entirely.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
me, I feel even reporting to man, you know, might give you more trouble. So me, I feel if I'm in that situation, no, if I'm in that situation, I belong to a fellowship in school. And then actually they always encourage us that if we are in that kind of situations, come and tell them, because we have people, like we have lecturers who are
Hmm.
like our patron, our shey you
Yeah, in
get,
the
in the
fellowship.
fellowship. They are lecturers of the school,
Yeah.
but they are like our fathers and mothers in the Lord. So,
Hmm.
as a lecturer, they'll be able to help us.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I think, that kind of um setting, like a church setting, fellowship, can help. But in the
Hmm.
case whereby it's not helping, but the first solution is just to talk to God. See, to me, if anything is happening to me, I always believe that it is it is one of the plan of God. I will pray. I don't accept troubles like that.
That's for people who are children of God.
I don't accept trouble. It's not as if that I will
Yeah.
sit down. I will pray. But when I know when I'm praying and I'm rest assured that I'm not doing anything wrong, because the only thing that can separate us from God,
Hmm.
from covering, from protection of God, is when you are not when you are doing something that he doesn't like, when
Yeah,
you are not
exactly,
pleasing. So
exactly,
when I'm
exactly.
sure that I please him, I am not doing something bad, and I pray.
Hmm.
I've prayed, and this person keeps pestering me. I will just whatever that wants to happen should happen. If at the end of the day I get extra year, fine.
Hmm.
That's the will of God. It will pay me. It will pay
But
me,
you have to go through it.
but I have to. We are not. We know that as a Christian, we are bound to face tribulations. So, and when you are prepared for it, when it comes, although you feel down, so but because you are prepared and you know that the grace is sufficient.
Hmm. This topic is a very long one that if you were to talk deeply about it in the next 1 hour, we'll still be talking and going, going,
Yeah.
going. And so we just have to just brush over things and, make it snappy so that the interview wouldn't be long.
All right.
So the next one I would like us to spend a little more time on it. It's our relationships as young people. Let me cite this example. It is common now, even in the church, that sexual related issues are topics or conversations that even our denominations or churches shy away from talking about. And it is affecting we young people. I've had opportunity of interacting with a couple of young people, and if you hear their story, you'll be like you went through this or you are going through this. Like, you can't believe it, because looking at their outward appearance, they always look beautiful, handsome, and good looking and all. And you will just be like you are seriously going through this, like ignorantly. So, and if you should talk to them, you just discover that it is because they are ignorant about such situations. So, in our relationships, how should we have handle all these sexual related issues? Maybe it can be from external bodies, it can be from close associates, like maybe somebody you are in a relationship with, either the lady or the guy. Nowadays we even have ladies that seduce guys to have sex with them and stuff. So if you are in such a relationship, how should you handle this? In relationships, to be precise, now, how should you go about this?
First of all, as a Christian lady, okay, let me talk as a lady, and I'm very sure it is applicable to men.
Men, so yeah.
You are not to be in a relationship whereby your partner is asking for sex, because we are children of the kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
And since we are children of the kingdom, we are under the law of the kingdom, the law, the rules that is guiding the kingdom. And it is that no sex until you are married. So when your partner is asking for marriage, to me, that's a red sign for me,
Hmm.
honestly.
But
For
in
me,
yeah, I understand you, but some guys are corny and they are very logical now. I have some female Christians. They are Christians, not just outward and stuff, but the the guys they were in relationship with, these guys claimed to be Christians. Let me put it that way. They claimed to be Christians, and some of them were like, oh, like he's quoting scriptures to me, and before you discover, after what I'm telling you is not
I get.
it's not something of maybe 1 month, 2 months. It can be years, like a year or two. And before you discover, even the lady will be like, I don't even know what happened. After a very long time, I just had to give in. And so stories. So let me ask you this question now, as a lady. you are in a relationship with a guy, you know that this guy is fire branded. Let me put it that way. Like, some people can be like that, fire branded, and you know that this guy is a Christian, and before you discover he starts in a cunning way, stuff like that, asking maybe directly or indirectly inviting you to come over to his place and stuff like that. Like, what are the tips to know that as a lady, this guy, the way he's going, like,
The
this is a red flag for
tips,
me to just run away and
eh, like for instance now, if like I feel the first way to know, you just know you have to pray about everyone.
hmm,
When you like a guy and feel he's the one, you have to pray.
hmm,
That's first. And to me, for me, God speaks to me a lot. Ah, He speaks to me a lot. It's not as if I'm bragging about it.
hmm,
So, but sometimes, you might just feel, because the way God speaks to me is through dreams. So you might just feel just dream and all,
hmm,
and you want to overlook it. That's why some people, find themselves committing sin. But what I want to say about people like that is that, to me, like I said before, when a guy is asking for sex and you will know. The Bible says, by their fruits you shall know them.
hmm.
And it will be glaring, especially when a guy actually wants sex from you. It will be glaring, my brother. You will know. As a lady, you will know. We lady, when we see somebody, we know, when we are friends with some people,
Yeah.
like people around you, even
Hmm.
when that person has not asked you out, you will know that this person is interested. That's we lady. We
Exactly.
know. So it's for you to
You
know
are
that
good at
one.
that, actually. You
For
people
you
are good at
for
it.
you to know that one, you will now not know when a guy is requesting
But
for sex from you.
it's like a trap or a bone. Like, I've been in a relationship with this person for so
See,
so
we
years,
should
and I
not.
love this person. I don't want to lose him. I
No,
hear ladies saying,
we should
like,
not.
I say
We should
ladies
not
saying
be
that a lot.
ignorant of wise of devil. It's
But
very, 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 very cunning,
is it that easy? Like, you spend 2 years building a relationship with somebody, and you just
my brother. At this point I am now, with the help and grace of God, ah, even if it's 10 years, the brother should be going,
hmm.
because we have seen a lot in marriages. We've seen a
It's
lot.
true.
And they say stuff like, people say that you should learn from people's mistake.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
should learn from people's mistake. You should not, like, I just, like, I pray a lot, even for myself, for my friends, not to be caught up in a wrong marriage.
Hmm. Wow.
Because all these signs, they will be there, but we
We
sometimes we
just
choose,
ignore.
yes,
Sometimes feeling
we
maybe the
ignore.
person might change,
We
or
change. The person might change, but you will suffer consequences for, there is consequence for, see as I'm talking, see. Like,
it's actually true. But what keeps like burning my heart over
don't look
time
at
is
the
that,
person.
like,
My advice, don't look at the years that you have spent. Don't look at your age.
but even with that, should we keep praying and hoping that the person might change later before calling it off, or
Ah,
what?
Elisha, if someone is asking me, I'm in a relationship and he's asking me for sex, and sometimes we make mistake,
Yeah.
and then what makes us a child of God indeed is that you are not proud of what you just did.
Hmm.
Like, after that you realize yourself, yeah,
Like, you feel the guilt.
yes, and you don't want to do it again. But when the person now, today or another time, same thing, no, it's not safe.
Hmm.
The person is not yet saved, please.
Wow. Like, this an eye opener for me, like, speaking from the perspective of a lady and me from a guy, because maybe I don't assume, probably because I'm a guy, so I do feel maybe the way you see it might be different. Because to me, sincerely speaking, pardon me if I should use this harsh word, saying that most ladies are foolish to some extent, because it is actually foolishness. You claiming to be in a relationship with somebody, and this person is already giving you signs over the years. Let me put it that way. Sometimes 2, 3 years, not even months. and you are there in the name of I love this person, I don't want to lose him, hoping that this person might change. Like, I don't just know why, like some ladies are, well, even we guys too,
See,
we are
don't
like
say
that
they are
sometimes.
fools. See, there is something about me. If I see any lady that is pregnant, I will not know. It's not as if
Like, you
I
will
will be
not condemn the person.
disappointed,
Yeah,
but I
disappointed,
will just
but
be surprised.
yeah,
But I will not condemn the person because I was there. It could have been me, but just the
exactly,
mercy of
exactly.
God.
Even myself, not that I'm like condemning the people or condemning them, but I'm just
But
like wondering how.
the thing is, when we are hearing instruction, please, we should quickly heed to it before it is too late. I
Hmm,
would not have been here like this today if I did not quickly heed to the instruction of God. But those times, it was the mercy of God that kept me.
hmm.
It was just the mercy of God. So when I see people who are, who are already with a child or children and they are not yet married, I will not come back. I will just feel like they should laugh.
It's actually by grace.
Yes, it's by grace.
It's
It's
by
by
grace.
grace. But now that everywhere you are hearing this everywhere, almost everywhere is like people preach to you, even morals.
Yeah.
People around you say that this thing is wrong. Please heed to it before it is too late. Sex before marriage is not good,
And outside marriage.
and outside marriage.
Hmm. Wow, Miss Florence, you've really said a lot. And I must have appreciate you for everything you said. And trust me, viewers out there, if this is your first time of viewing my channel or if you've seen any of my videos, please, I will encourage you to click on the subscription button below. Help subscribe to this channel and share this video. Let me also hear your comments in the comment section. What you feel or what you know about this topic we're talking about, because it is actually a very sensitive topic that is affecting many young people out there. And before I go to this last aspect of it, that is handling the sexual related issues now at home. We've talked about it in school, in relationship, and the last part of it is at home now. So in our homes, it is one of the areas we neglect the most. Talking about this, it is actually a very wide area, but I want us to be specific on this area. Family, let me say family. Let me put it. How will I put it now? Family nudity or family porn, because in a gathering, in a settings whereby we are at home together and we probably feel because we are close associates, we are families, we are maybe in our immediate family, like could be from our mom, our dad, co-siblings, or other people living together with us, and we feel so far as it is our home, then we should dress anyhow. So that's why you find some ladies dressed in probably their inners, and they are sitting in their parlors with their co-siblings, their parents are there, and other people. So I don't know. I was listening to a young man that was saying something that is how his struggle for lust and pornography started at home, because he grew up amidst siblings and even the mom that's dressed anyhow. So right from when he was young, he discovered that like he felt within himself that this shouldn't be this way, but he couldn't just help it out because those were people he was closely associated with, and he don't just know how to help out.
I
So
think I
before,
get your
yeah,
point.
before he discovered, and he was already deeply into it. So in such a situation, how should we go about things like this?
So it's in two ways. For uh, the person who is being tempted with other people's nakedness, and
Hmm.
the people who go naked in the house, even when they know that they have other gender, other sex in the
Yeah.
house. So for the person who is being tempted with, it's just for you to work on yourself.
Hmm.
Know Jesus and know peace. When when you set your mind, when you set your mind that this thing is a sin, is wrong, I will not do this, and you have Jesus, you pray for his grace. Because for me, every day I ask God for grace, because I'm not a foolish person.
Hmm.
I will not be ignorant of wise of devil. I know it can come in many ways. It
Yeah.
can come in any way. So I ask God for grace because it's only God that knows his next step. Me, I don't know. So I ask for grace. So the first thing is just to be safe. When you have Jesus, and you have to set your mind, you have to, build yourself around that this thing is wrong. And when you see, first of all, work on yourself, because even though you are able to, you are able to talk to your, one way or the other, indirectly or directly, talk to your siblings at home or your mommy at home, and they stop wearing that, it might help you in that, within that house. But when you go out
Out.
and you have not worked on yourself, the thing is in you. It will manifest himself. It will.
Hmm.
That's flesh. Even for believers, flesh will always want to manifest it, so that we not allow it to get hold of us, but we will get
Yeah.
hold of it through the grace of God. So you're just working on yourself, because even me like this, I see some things that my flesh will want to, we want, but me, my spirit doesn't want it. So I have to quickly, let me cite an example. I was made, so to say, I was made to watch a movie.
Yeah.
It's all these people of Telemundo. I've forgotten their country. They are not, they do. So somebody was making my hair,
Yeah.
and we were five or four. So the other two people were watching, and those people know me very well. One of them was like, Florence Onife wo movie you. It's a movie, no. It's not a blue movie. What they will
Yeah.
do all through is sex, sex, sex.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
in a movie, this is a movie. It's just like once in a while. But like after two scenes, there will be a scene, and it will, like. So the person said, Florence will not want to watch this. Florence, Shekapa, period of it. The person that was making my hair was watching. You know, God made the person, to stop me.
Hmm.
Honestly, I said no. I
Hmm.
said no. So after making I knew that it was wrong. I knew that it was wrong. But after some time, I did not finish the movie. I did
Hmm.
not finish, but I watched. I could have stopped. I could have stopped from the very beginning. The person that was making my hair is the owner of the laptop, so she has watched it before. So,
Hmm.
so I did not stop. I knew very well that I should stop, but I did not stop. But I you know, recognize myself. But after a while,
After you've like
see,
watched.
I'm very sure if Jesus had come at that moment, I might not make it,
Hmm.
because something already was nurturing in my heart watching that movie. Sin come from the heart,
Yeah.
even sexual sin. So after a moment, I stopped. But they could not finish the movie. They finished my hair. It was just big, big back. And then something in me was telling me that I should collect the movie. I should go and watch am.
So
I should go.
did you collect the movie?
I cannot. I couldn't have collected it now. But something in me was telling me, it's a movie now.
Just
Like,
it's just a movie.
and if I want to, we are just two in the room,
Hmm.
so I can watch it. I will use earpiece. She will not even know, because it's one of my girls, and people, they are seeing, is a younger person to
Yeah.
me. She's a younger person to me, rather. So I could have, but I said no, because I know, I could have said that, shebi I have self control,
Hmm.
or shebi I don't
You
have
don't
somebody I'm dating
have.
now. There is no, I can trigger it, can trigger sex, but right from my heart,
Hmm.
sin has started. That's first. And secondly, devil will use
A
that.
seed is planted.
Yes, devil will use that, even unknowingly. You know, I don't know the move he wants, so I have to, every single move that he brings, I have to, be conscious around it, and then quickly, wave it, like as soon as possible, because I should not be ignorant that nothing will happen after that. So I did not
Exactly.
collect the movie, because I'm aware that it will birth something.
Hmm.
So it all boils down with the to the fear of God, and then you know working on yourself.
Wow. You've really said enough, but we just have to stop here at this moment now. Thank you so much for the words you've rendered, and they are just so inspiring. And I must appreciate the fact that you honored my invitation here once more. And for viewers out there, if you just joining us now, this is the Shy Talk Show. And on this channel, we talk about sexual related issues like these, motivational things that will keep inspiring you and will keep making your life a better one. And most especially in the aspect of your sexual life, like making your relationship be safe from sex and any other act that will defy you. This is what this channel is meant for. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, please kindly do. And do not hesitate to also click on the notification button so that whenever our next video is uploaded, you will not be able to see it, but you will do. So, as you all know, today is my birthday. And I want you viewing this to wish me a happy birthday either in the comment section or please me call across to me or oh my guest not even wish me a happy birthday but she
Happy
was
birthday
actually
to you.
thank you. She was actually the first person that wished me a birthday happy birthday this year because she did that on the 1st of October. She was the first. So I was like, oh, this is my birthday month. She was
It
like,
was because
ah.
you told me. Oh. It was because you told me actually.
So
Because you told me that your birthday is.
thank you so much, thank you so much. It's actually part of the reason why I have it in mind to invite you and have this show with you and post it on my birthday. So I really appreciate the fact that you honored my invitation, and we are calling it off now. And
Yeah,
I
I
don't
wish
know.
I wish this will not go off now because it just like I have a lot to talk about. Just
But we just have to.
we
So,
just
can you
have
just briefly give
to.
us some words that we use to conclude the show or something?
Okay, okay. Let me just use what I wanted to say. It is about ways that the devil use to revive your what is this thing called like this hormone that make you to be active for sex.
Okay.
Libido for men. I can't remember. Sorry. Okay, so for me, it's movie because I watch movie a lot, especially
Hmm.
Nollywood, and our Nollywood today they portray some things that doesn't
Yeah,
make
some
sense.
scenes.
So when I see those things, I will fast forward it, pum pum pum.
Hmm.
So because I know that there's no how you watch those movies that something will not be
Exactly. We're
will not be
humans.
burning in you. Yes. So I fast forward it, and by God's grace, if I will be in any relationship now, by God's grace,
Hmm.
you know. Anyway, don't let me go